Howdy, loved ones. It is old Clawbah. I'm back with more of this fucking Jim Rauch. What am I doing to myself? So, what's up, Punk Pansy? How are you? Let's see. When was the last thing we heard from Drunken Jim? I think he was about to give permission. Shoo Shooey. What's going on, Shoo Shooey? He was about to give permission to have his car searched, I guess. I know we were laughing a lot. I know he had a lot of good jokes. So let's see what Jim got in store for us. What's going on, Wes? How are you? Let's see what Jim's got planned for us today. Go ahead, Jim. I bet you it's hilarious.
And you'll have an opportunity to read it.
All night long.
Oh, you're such a scumbag, Jim Rauch. I think this is about where we left off. I tried to put this guy out of my fucking brain for a while. I've been so obsessed with Lauren that now I've got to make a little bit room in my heart for Jim Rauch again.
Let's see here.
No, I really do like my job. I do web pages, and I go in early. I go in at 6:30 in the morning, and
Good
I
for
usually
you.
stay till about 2:30.
At the university.
Yeah.
They fucking throw you out. I wonder if he actually works there or if he just like kind of. I'm sure he probably did work there. The other people in this office had to have been thrilled to see this. What's going on, Tiffany? Mustache ride. Hey.
Joseph.
Yeah.
And
Sounds like a lot of freedom.
Too much freedom. That was the problem, Jim Rauch. He's too busy jacking off on the fucking internet all day long.
Actually, it's very the universities.
Can I imagine Tiffany telling off Jim Rauch? Oh my God, that would be something. Yeah, I can imagine that.
This guy is really well. The people I work for are really flexible about that. I go actually, if it's a good morning, I'll go in and exercise and go to the rec center and do
Yeah.
and then show up about 7 or 8 o'clock. It's not bad.
Yeah, and nobody's looking for you. Like nobody has ever asked. You know what? Where's Jim? They're probably like, oh, thank God Jim Rauch isn't here. Fuck.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Tiffany is my new hero. She's my new hero too. No more joke of the day forwards when he got fired. Yeah, if you take my job away from me, oh fuck you.
You have the vehicle information.
Let's get Tiffany on him before he dies. Tiffany will kill. She'll be the one that kills Rauch.
Is it in here?
So what's the story on me, guys?
You're going to jail, baby.
Right now.
What's up, Mr. Cod? Everybody in the office knew about Jim. Of course they did. I mean, he was leaning over like uncomfortably close to like the female his female coworkers. Yeah, everybody knows that Jim Rauch is a fucking disgusting pig.
Let's just do the housekeeping and I can give you a little bit more of a answer here.
What's up, Priyan? It's probably a lot quieter. You're right. What's up, Marcus? No more beers tonight? Yeah, we're all going to sober up now because we got drunken Jim Rauch. I'll tell you, between Jim Rauch and Lauren, that's the greatest anti-drinking ad campaign that could ever possibly be. I'm glad you're streaming again. I had a horrible day. I found out the guy I've been seeing for the past 2 months has been seeing his ex. Oh, that motherfucker. I'm sorry, Punky. If you take his job away from him, he'll fuck you. I don't want that.
Be like vehicle information or
I'll
something.
see if it's in there.
What kind of vehicle did you have?
It's a Aztec, Pontiac Aztec 2003.
He even drove a fucking old man, a Pontiac Aztec 2003. You're such a creep, Jim Rauch. Everything about you is creepy. Even your fucking car is creepy. No offense to anybody who has a Pontiac Aztec Champagne. If you have that, get it painted so you don't have any ties to Jim Rauch at all.
That's what they told me. I asked him. I didn't really know.
Driving around in that fucking creep mobile.
Oh, 2007. You know how humiliating this is in terms of being somebody who does with web pages all the time.
Well,
Yeah, he's on the internet all the time, jacking off to fucking Cheyenne, showing every fucking person who goes in that goddamn Yahoo chat room his disgusting old Jim Rauch dick.
but I think
His limp ass Jim Rauch dick.
we kind of
What's up, Roscoe? That's the way it works with X's. Yeah, they're no good. They're no good, Punky.
reached that issue. We've talked about that. And I think we
I've always been a violent person, but ever since I got married and had a daughter, I'm not that person anymore. But I'll make an exception for Jim. I'm with you, Mr. Cod.
address those issues.
Here it is. 2003 Pontiac Aztek.
Champagne.
Four-door wagon sport utility.
That sounds good. How much were you giving me for it?
Ah, Jim Rauch. Man, he's got jokes and jokes and jokes. Look at you go, Jim Rauch. We're all having a great time with you, Jim. What kind of name is Cheyenne?
I don't know about that.
case.
All the names that Jim Rauch is used to are like Gertrude and like Florence and shit like that. That's what everybody was named back in Jim Rauch days. He's not used to somebody named Cheyenne.
I already saw it a year ago, and they wouldn't give me any shit.
Walter White was a baller, but it wasn't champagne.
That's the way it goes. They depreciate so fast
Oh, it's
as soon
terrible.
as you pull them off
It is
the lot.
absolutely terrible.
Yeah. You want me to read it for you?
We talk about everything else except for fucking you trying to fuck Cheyenne, Jim Rauch. We're talking about cars depreciating off the lot. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Let's talk about you trying to fuck poor little Cheyenne. Poor, sad little Cheyenne. Make her even sadder. Does he think if he makes them laugh enough? I think that is, yeah. I think he's going to try to distract him with his rapist wit and just slip out the back door. I think that's his strategy, Wes.
Let's see if I can do this.
Okay.
So, and have either one of you taken the master's degree online program at UC?
No.
Fuck you with that. Fuck you with that, Jim Rauch. You know what? I think I probably played this part before, but I'm going to play it again because it's so fucking annoying. Why do I do this to myself? Jim, if you're going to bribe the cops, like, do a proper bribe. Don't just pitch your fucking stupid college, whatever the fuck you're doing. Tell them you'll give it to them for free. You don't know how to bribe people, Jim Rauch. What's going on, CTP? Jim's phone call was so hard to get through. Me and Mr. Pence did that phone call. It was so much fun because he was so drunk and just driving in circles. Oh my God.
Have you set it? Did you set it up?
I have been there since the very beginning of it, and it works. I'm pretty much involved with it.
Yeah.
Oh, good. That's a great commercial for the University of Cincinnati. It's pedo approved.
Mechanics of it online.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I do the delivery part of it.
Mm-hmm.
They've got top-notch people running the program.
Yeah.
Top-notch people like Jim Rauch. He reminds me of the scummy, unsettling friend of my grandpa, always trying to touch my back or butt while making creepy jokes. Every time my grandpa would tell him to knock it off, he would just say, "Just kidding." Yeah, Jim Rauch is the type of person who would do that. Sit like uncomfortably close to you and just tell like way inappropriate jokes. His arrogance infuriates me. I'm with you, Mr. Cod. I wonder if the room smells like piss from his pants. It has to, Tiffany. It has to.
To look into it.
It's about $2,000.
Tell his dentures.
But you can complete it in 2 years. Master's degree.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh well, I'm in, Jim Rauch. If you say it's okay, then that's all I need.
Who accredited them?
It's accredited by.
He's too drunk to even remember who credited them.
It's accredited by the people who accredit university education department. You can give them a call.
Yeah.
Yeah, you won't be there, but you can call them. Chris Hansen calling Jim Rauch a professor is like calling Chris Moore an actor. What's up, Timothy? I wonder where you got his scars.
Because there's no accreditation department.
I really think it's a Joker scenario. I think he's got probably 6 different stories about how he got the scars, but the actual reality is he was probably like, crawling under like a bathroom stall in a woman's like restroom, and like somebody opened the door, and that's how we got the scar. It's definitely creep related.
For the criminal justice at this point in the state of Ohio. I don't know if in Kentucky where there is or not, but in the state of Ohio there isn't.
Yeah, it could be a brawl. Could be a brawl at the swingers club. Those swingers clubs get pretty rough in Dayton, Ohio, or wherever the fuck he was hanging out.
But for what it was worth.
Appreciate that.
Yeah.
I have to look at it and see.
I mean, if you're looking for a master's degree, it's an easy way to go. Coursework isn't too bad. A lot of reading.
Yeah.
I work with
So, go ahead.
I work with all the professors that do their delivery, and so whatever tests they want, whatever kind of
I'll let Mr. Rauch show me what a guy looks like. He will show you, Tiffany.
like we call modules. There's 5 modules. Every course is a 5-week.
That's what I think too, Brienne. It's definitely creep related. He was harassing somebody. He was getting like uncomfortably close to somebody, and that's how he got. You want to know how I got these scars?
And it's about just off the top of my head, about
He's
$2,000.
so fucking drunk and gassy and burping. You're so fucking drunk, Jim Rauch. What the fuck is wrong with you, man? Get your shit together.
Per quarter.
What's up, Squeakaroo? How old was he here? What was he? 59, I want to say. I think he was 59.
So if you're
Put a
talking
smile on that face.
2 years, you're talking 16 quarters. That's about $30,000. But it gets
My father, he was a scoundrel and a fiend. I can see tensions mounting when an Adonis like Jim Rauch walks into the swingers club. All the women swoon over him, making their husbands very jealous. I can see that too, CTP. Definitely.
your master's degree in criminal justice. It's a master's
like a
degree in
feeding frenzy.
science. A master of science degrees. Try it again. Master of science degree
Take
in
2, Jim
criminal
Rauch.
justice.
This is turning out to be a terrible commercial for the University of Cincinnati Criminal Justice Department.
From one of the top criminal justice programs in the country.
Mm-hmm.
It's right now UC's number 5 in the country.
He's always making faces too. That's another
These
thing
are
that bothers
top
me
notch.
about him.
The actual professors do look at stuff. I don't know if you know any of their names or anything of your.
You got the scar on the Thailand sex tour. I can see that too. I can see that. We have to find out. Has he ever been to Thailand? I bet he has. He seems like the kind of guy who would go there.
No.
But they're the people that are changing what.
Donna, what's going on, Donna? Is that Donna Rauch? He acts like he's going home tonight. He'll be back online in no time. No kidding. Absolutely. What's up, Nicelle? Missed 13 minutes of it? Oh, no.
What happens?
Besides, it'll go back up. I'm going to keep it up.
What you guys do day in day out?
Yeah. Has their
Wasn't he just criticizing what these guys do day in and day out? Now he's trying to help. Maybe he thinks that if they go to the University of Cincinnati Criminal Justice Department and get their doctorate, you got your fucking doctorate. If they do that, like, maybe they won't waste time messing with poor, innocent men like Jim Rauch. Maybe that's where he's going with this. What's up, Mr. Underwear Model? I never get tired of it either. Even though, like, I'll tell you, man, he just makes me so fucking mad, but I watch it all the time.
program been really successful?
Yes.
The online?
The online program, we started 5 years ago with 15 students. We now have over 600.
Wow.
Like, you have anything to do with that, Jim Rauch. You're just sitting there jerking off and making really shitty web pages, like those fucking, like, Lauren web pages, like those GoDaddy web pages, like with fucking shitty graphics and stuff on them.
And
That's phenomenal growth.
Well, and it brings in about $2 million a year profit.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit, they're up shit's creek now. There goes that $2 million. Their cash cow is about to get incarcerated.
Okay, what am I signing?
All right, we'll do this first one here. Okay. This is for your vehicle. I circled vehicle located at Highland Heights Police Department, Highland Heights, Kentucky, 41076, and more particularly describes a 2003 Pontiac Aztek, Ohio plate DG73LC,
Good.
and your VIN number All that.
As if I remember.
This cameraman, he needs to get on the ball a little bit. Like, it's not like Jim Rauch is moving so quick that he can't foul him. Come on, man.
Well, most people, some people do know. I granted consent to Detective Tom Nitschke, which is me.
Okay.
Known to me, I marked that out, detective with the Campbell County Police Department.
I truly believe he thinks he's smarter, better, and more well-educated than anyone he's talking to. I think so too. I think so too, Mr. Cod. He thinks he's going to get away with this. He thinks he's going home. What's up, Refused? Rauch is just joking. He still hasn't taken it seriously. This is just a big, this is him working out his new material for when he hits the road. I live very close to Cincinnati, and I'm very tempted to drive by Jim Rauch's house. Maybe I'll point out to my son and do his video reaction. You know what? That would be great, Mr. Underwear Model, if you do Jim Rauch quotes to him like you did with the Lorne stuff.
And such other officers deemed necessary
If he's like standing outside, you just tell him this is what a guy looks like.
to assist. I know that I had the right to refuse to consent, and I have voluntarily given up that right. I know that the agent does not have to have a search warrant.
You want to search the fucking car?
Why is he getting fucking mouthy in this interview? I don't like his attitude at all. I don't like your attitude, Jim. What's up, Kayla Marie? You're up awfully late on a school night.
Well,
Yeah, you need to, right?
I have not been threatened or coerced in any way, and I have not been promised any favor.
Is that what I just did?
Nah. I read this.
Still having a whole lot of fun. You're having way too much fun in a police interrogation room, Jim.
consent form, or it has been read to me, and I understand it.
I understand it.
Okay, what I need you to
Asian Barbie.
do is sign your name there, print it, and put your address, and then we'll sign this witness.
Okay. It's a good thing you asked me to print it.
Yeah, I don't think
Yeah,
we could have made much out of the signature.
But that is my real signature.
No one gives
Yeah.
a fuck, Jim. I wonder if that's his real signature. That's his drunken signature. I wonder if he was sober, or the 2 hours a day that he's sober, if that's any different.
Sure.
Like they're all impressed that they have Jim Rauch's fucking autograph. Although I'd want Jim Rauch's autograph. I want to see what Jim Rauch's autograph looks like. What's up, Odin? Did I lost the interview? No, it's still going. Broncos man, what's going on, Broncos man? Your favorite Predator? One of my favorites too.
Here.
You ain't done yet, Jim Rauch. Get your fucking ass back up to that, belly up to that fucking table again. You got more shit to sign, boy.
Just one other
CTP is a legend, man. CTP's been around forever. I love CTP.
piece of housekeeping here.
He is, right? He's having a great time at this police interrogation.
Are you
Here,
ready?
you can keep your
Yes. No, you can have a seat.
Oh, sit the fuck down, Jim. You know what? You should have fucking sat his ass down, agent. I don't even know what your name. You said your name 5 minutes or 5 seconds ago, and I forgot what it was already.
The only other thing is, I know you said you had nothing in your house. Do you have anything inside your residence?
Pence on? No, it does seem like you have to do when you do Jim Rauch. You have to have. It's like contractually obligated to have Pence on, but no, Pence is not on. Just like I can't talk about Dan Allen without having Heisenberg on.
They're on
Brandy Way.
Brandy Way. Is there anything in there that would
He does
give us any concern? You said you didn't have anything.
You have, the only thing that you would have would be the computer things, but you have all the references to that.
Okay. Do you have a problem with anybody looking in there to make sure there's nothing of...
Well, I want to see my genitalia. I'm sorry.
Ew. Yeah, I know what I know. I played this part again. I played this part before, so I apologize for going back over this.
Would you got me off guard there. Jimmy got me.
Yeah, we're
I really?
Jim got me.
it's late.
Yeah, it's late.
I'm sorry. No, there's nothing on there. I don't keep
Jim's got his own personal laugh track with him.
pornography on there. I don't distribute pornography. If somebody wants to go in there and go through and find some sort of program that I have.
Does Jim look tall? I don't know how tall Jim Rauch is. I'll have to ask Mr. Pence. He would know.
Say
That gut. That gut dough.
There's no kiddie porn or anything like that.
No, nothing like that. Just me, showing Cheyenne pictures of my worthless ass cock. I'm no sicko. Come on.
And everything's going to find as adult stuff.
What's up, Shin?
No,
That's my distance learning professor. That's him. That's him, Shin.
I'm not even talking about that stuff. I'm talking about if somebody goes in, they find out that I have a piece of software that I have.
Unfortunately, Odin, he sure is. Oh, nice way to stop. Yeah, unfortunately, he still is.
Oh,
No,
like Flores or something.
That there might be something like that, but there's no, I don't do that.
No, that's disgusting. I mean, sure, I cruise the chat rooms looking for 13-year-old girls to show my fucking cock to and jack off to, but kiddie porn, come on now.
Yeah.
Go in.
All right. You have no problem with that?
No.
Okay.
Well Nicholas, I don't know about alive and kid. I think barely alive. I think at this point.
I'll just do another consent if you don't have a problem with that.
Okay.
What's up, JK?
But does that mean that they come in and take my computers away and cause me a problem not to be able to work?
Well, it might cause you a problem not to work, Jim Rauch. Is the 5 years you're about to do. That might crimp your style a bit. Jim had actual dick pics on there, though. Yeah, he did. And I thought he just showed it live. No, I think he had actual dick pics on there. Or maybe like they screen capped it, but I think he did have dick pics on there. I know he went on his webcam and was jacking off on his webcam like a fucking madman.
That could be an issue.
He does.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if
Hey, April.
there's information, I mean, if they deemed it feels like it could have some information that they may need, yeah, that is.
I'll tell you, JK, me too. This is like one of my most hated predators right here, Jim Rauch. I cannot take this fucking guy.
A possibility.
He'll delete whatever pictures he has when he gets home, like Dustin. Can I call my mama? I just want to tell her to take care of a few things on my computer.
Okay, so give me some help here.
I can't tell you what to do. I mean,
Yeah.
it's up to you.
I don't want to seem like I'm not cooperative because I really am cooperative
Yeah.
because I really don't have the kitty porn shit on there.
Yeah.
If they want to do
Right.
that, if there's kitty porn shit on there, somebody else has put it on
What's
there.
up, Connor?
From some site or something. But
I forgot it was Sunday. Glad to see you. Glad to see you, Connor.
in the same regard, I need to be able to use my computer.
No way, Tiffany.
Yeah.
Well, it's up to you if you want to consent or not. I'm leaving that up to
We
you.
can't make you any.
Yeah, you know, Mr. Underwear Model, I think we've all come to the conclusion that he probably got that scar hitting on somebody who he shouldn't have been hitting on or doing something really fucking weird and creepy. I think we can all agree on that. What's going on, server of Claude?
Any promises on
I
how
can't
quick
say
you
no,
would
But
get
what
it
if I don't
back or
sign it?
not.
What happens if I don't sign it?
Then you don't sign
You
it.
don't sign it. That's
Well, then fuck you guys. I'm kidding. It's a joke.
It's
Only-
completely
only-
your call.
Okay, but in lieu of the conversation that we just had, I'm not putting you on the spot, but that is my reasoning for doing it.
okay.
Like we don't give a fuck about your reasoning for doing it, Jim. We don't want. Well, I don't. We don't. No one gives a fuck about your rationale. Good old Jimbo here hit print screen while he was waving his dick around for the cam for Cheyenne to preserve the memory. You want? Well, he did say like when they asked him, if they could look at his computer, he said, "Unless you want to see my genitalia." I'm kidding. It's a joke.
That's fine.
I have to have access to my
Joseph?
computer. I have to have it in order to do my job.
Okay.
Who would win in a fight high above space? Super Lorne or Super Jim? I don't know. Who do you think it depends who would be drunker at the time?
Yeah.
I'm not going to force you to
Sizer,
sign anything that you don't feel you want, and then I understand your reasoning. That's fine.
A vagina with teeth? Maybe.
And I'll just leave it at that. I think for right now I don't have anything else.
Do you want to do the statement?
Yeah.
Let him write it.
You know what though, Mr. Underwear Model? They didn't really play him like a fiddle. They really didn't have to say anything. They just let this guy go, man. All they had to do was shut up, and Jim Rauch just buried himself. So this was the easiest interrogation these two will ever do. All they had to do is say, "So what's going on today, Jim?" And he just fucking went. He just stuck a quarter in this guy and just fucking let him pulled that string and just let him just go until he passed out, which is he's about to do right now.
It's on the statement.
Yeah.
Super Lorne would die. You think so?
The last thing here, I overlooked it here. Would you be willing to write a written statement of what happened tonight? Or?
Everyone's voting for Super Jim in that epic war. I think I'm going Super Lorne. Super Lorne is what 10 years younger or so, and somehow he's lived 48 years and has remained kind of healthy. Super Jim is like all fucked up now.
Oh, well, I'd like to eventually have one.
Would you like to write a written statement?
Do I have to write one?
Your own written
It
statement.
depends on what you're going to come across with. If you come up so it's so negative that I'm a pervert and that I want.
You are a fucking pervert. And don't you know how written statements work, Jim Rauch? You're writing the written statement. Not the cops aren't writing the written statement for you and having you sign it. You dumb shit.
No, this is from you. This is your account of what happened.
What I'm saying is.
Just pick up your citation at the front desk and be on their way out. Yeah, don't pay your $50 fine for trying to fuck sad little Cheyenne, and you're on your way, Jim Rauch. Well, and don't ever do it again.
I don't know what you have there, so
stop fucking kids, Jim.
It's basically
It's a blank statement.
it's a voluntary.
You're just gonna sign this paper saying that I agree not to fuck kids anymore and be on your way. What's up, HC?
Statement. It's blank. It just lets you know your rights.
It lets me know my rights.
It lets you know your rights.
If I don't put anything does that relinquish my rights?
No, if you don't want to.
Do you work for the Criminal Justice Department of Cincinnati? Why are you asking so many fucking questions, Jim Rauch? You would think you would learn some of this by osmosis at least. I mean, like, do you not know anything? You might want to pay attention to some of those lectures. In fact, you might want to take that fucking criminal justice course that you were just offering the cops.
Write anything. You don't have to.
Okay.
It's totally voluntary. This is not something I'm just giving you the opportunity.
Okay. I'm just trying to be careful because
Okay.
I know the legal systems and I like to screw around with you.
Yeah, you clearly don't know the legal system, Jim Rauch, if you're asking so many fucking stupid questions.
That is fine. I think that's everything I have for right now. I guess what we'll do is you'll go with another officer for right now.
We gotta do citation. don't we?
Yeah, it just
He does get a citation. Oh shit.
just a little bit of clerical.
Just paperwork so that whenever
He's probably like smiling on the inside. Oh, a citation. That doesn't sound bad for me.
they get you there, they can process you quickly. Okay, we got this.
I want to see.
You want me to
I want to see Jim Rauch in his like fucking orange jumpsuit or his striped jumpsuit, like what Westerbeck and those guys were wearing. I want to see Jim Rauch sporting that look.
Yeah,
Is there anything else I need to know about before we
I'll
leave?
hang here until you get.
No, as of right now, there's nothing I can really tell you right now. Other than
Okay.
this stuff.
Just sit here?
Yeah, just
Yeah,
hang
you
tight with
just
her.
hang tight, and I'll hang here
Go to sleep, Jim.
with you until we get somebody in here. Okay?
You're drunk, Jim. Go home.
And take a nap.
Yeah. Tough night.
No.
No, I think it was a pretty tough night, Jim Rauch. Look where you're at right now. It seems like if you've had tougher nights than this, you've led a really fucked up life, Jim Rauch.
I mean, I don't want to go through this ever again, but tough.
How old did you say you were?
59.
59. Okay, he's 59.
60.
You've seen a lot of life.
59 going on 60. How old are you, Jim? That's what you say when you're 11. I'm 11 going on 12.
Mm-hmm.
We know how age works. You know, we know 60 comes after 59. Drunk ass fuck, Jim Rauch. Unrelated to Milord Rauch, but is Tiffany the person pretending to Kayla or what? Wait, yeah. Well, Tiffany is. Tiffany's the one catfishing, or who was catfishing Lauren.
My father was killed when I was 2 years old.
Your father was killed when you were 2
Really?
years old.
He was shot in the back, and
Your father was killed when you were 2 years old. He was shot in the back. I think Jim Rauch lived in Tombstone. What the fuck was happening in your fucking town, Jim Rauch? Did you live in the Wild Wild West? How old really are you, Jim Rauch? Was he shot by Billy the Kid?
and my mother was 17.
Wow.
And she brought me up and went through all that.
Oh, so Jim Rauch was raised by Ma too. I'm sensing a reoccurring theme. At Ye Old Swingers Club. Yeah, exactly.
She died
I bet you his father was like stealing horses or something fucking weird.
a couple years ago.
That explains the
Oh,
scars.
really?
Yeah.
Yep. It's kind of funny.
They should say her name is Kayla.
What is?
I'm sure at some point, like somebody's going to convince Lauren that Kayla is real.
Oh,
Saloon
how
fight? Yeah,
my
probably.
sister and my half sister and they always, they
He died in his father died in a duel.
always come back with,
Pistols at sundown.
you never know.
Good day, sir.
You don't. You never know.
You have dishonored me.
It's kind of, I'm
Probably-
sorry. I
his
didn't
dad probably
really answer
owed
your
money.
question, but it really does.
He was a horse thief. That's how you handle horse. That's how they handled horse thieves in the 1800s, man. They weren't fucking around with horse thieves.
It's more intuitive than you think.
Someone should
Actu-
add Lauren fishing to the Urban Dictionary or cod fishing. I think cod fishing would be the term for it.
My mother's said something in my history would always come back. And my mother's brother-in-law
What the fuck?
was like
Where are you going with this?
head of the Democratic Party in Claremont County.
No one knows where the fuck that is. No one knows what you're
And,
talking about, Jim.
He was corrupt as hell.
Oh, so he comes from a long line of shitbags. He was corrupt as hell. His father was stealing horses.
I really didn't know him very well, but we go down.
What's up,
we
Kafka?
We go.
Someone caught his father pissing on the petunias. That was a criminal offense in the 1800s.
We're talking about 30 years here. We go down and we have
Hanson has Kayla trapped in his castle. Lauren, please save her. Only you can save the princess, Lauren.
rabbit and squirrel in his house. It was that down home.
As the
And-
Klingons would say, you have no honor, Jim Rauch, drunk as fuck.
I don't know what you really want. There was something in her back in the history, something back in the history of my family that not that she wanted to hide, but she just wanted me to always keep
The word
it low.
shitbags.
No, and I always didn't do that. I was an up-front musician. I played a country club in Cincinnati.
Someone down the line in your family was a horse thief? Careful with that, Tiffany Lockhart.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
You don't wanna
I
admit
played
that.
piano, and I really
You know what happens to those goddamn dirty-ass horse thieves? I wonder what's going on through the camera guy's head now. I could probably guess what's going on through his head. Is this guy fucking done? Jesus Christ. We've been sitting here for an hour and a half.
Yeah, I played it. There was a country club in Cincinnati.
His father was
I
found
played.
dead at the bar floor at Pompillo's. This really reminds me of when old people tell you stories of their youth to try to teach you a life lesson. Yeah, exactly. I don't know why he's trying to teach these cops life lessons to get their lives back on track. Maybe he thinks that like if they hear these life lessons, they'll give up trying to frame these innocent people for trying to fuck 13-year-olds. That's what you did, Jim Rauch. That might have been that might have been okay in the 1800s, Jim Rauch. But not in 2005 or 2007 or whenever the fuck this happened.
And it's funny. I played for big people.
Oh God!
I was thinking, just as we were talking about, thinking about the time that I played from Marge Shot.
The Jim Rauch
It's
Five,
Cincinnati Country Club.
waxing
I'm sorry,
nostalgic
you
about
have
Marge
this
Shot.
but I'm sorry. We walked in.
What's up,
and
John
Marge
Allen?
and I walked in at the same time. And I said hello. She was a drunkard. Just a total drunkard.
Oh, what up? She was a drunk piece of shit, right, Jim Rauch? Pot calling the kettle black, Jimmy.
By the time I finished my first set, they had carried her out of Cincinnati Country Club.
Dude, they were.
Stone drunk.
That's you're describing every day of your fucking life, Jim Rauch. Why didn't you learn a lesson from Mrs. Shot? Now now they're gonna carry your drunk ass out of. They carried your drunk ass out of the car.
And this was
Marge Shot is a Cincy legend,
years
I know.
before all the controversies with the with the
Did you see the thread on the Temple of TCAP that somebody was Jim's cellmate? I did see that, CTP. I don't know if it's legit or not, but I did see it, and it seemed legit. I mean, everything that they said, they basically said that Jim just never shut up, and he was always talking about all his lady friends. Yeah, I saw that. His cellmate probably turned him into a gimp in Pulp Fiction, tucked in a trunk. Yeah, I can see that. Bring out the Rauch. Rauch is sleeping. Well, then I guess you're just going to have to go wake him up.
with the Reds and all that. This is before she even had an ownership in the Reds. Oh, who else have I known?
He's making citations until he gets his citations.
I've seen Bob Taft and seen Bob Taft's wife in slippers come to a party.
Who the fuck is Bob Taft? I mean, maybe these guys know what he's talking about, because I sure as fuck don't.
Oh God, another case, another case.
Jim Rauch is casting all these aspersions on people.
So many
He's so much better than all these people.
Wow. So what instrument did you play?
I play keyboards.
Of course you did.
Yeah.
In the Jim
I
Rauch
don't do
5.
too much of it anymore. I'll play a wedding reception, play just for cocktail music, or maybe for an hour, or play the wedding. I played organ
For cocktail music. What the fuck does that even mean, Jim Rauch? I'll play until, the bar's closed, then I'll get the fuck out of there.
too. I played for
Did Rauch
for
PC up?
24
I think, yeah, he
years
did.
out
I
in
think it was.
Milford's Methodist Church.
Does he mean Robert Kraft at the massage parlor? I don't think so, Wes. I don't think so.
Did wedding after wedding after wedding.
Bob Taft was a Cincinnati big shot millionaire. Okay. So he's saying that Bob Taft's wife was walking around in slippers. Jim Rauch is just like judging all these fucking people while he's sitting drunk in a police interrogation room after trying to fuck Cheyenne.
Never paid anything.
No.
$125 2 nights.
What color would he be?
I
I'm not
played it.
familiar with like Magic the Gathering, so I wouldn't know what color he would be. Green? I can see that. The name dropping is and he's bad mouthing everybody. That's the thing, Mr. Underwear Model. He's just laying into all these people like he's better than all of them while he's sitting in a fucking police interrogation room.
Over at the Christian church over here in Covington a couple weeks ago. One service.
For those of you who don't know, Mark Schott was the Cincinnati Reds owner who said like a lot of horribly racist stuff about like her own players.
One lousy service the week before Palm Sunday. Walked in, did a rehearsal with their choir.
Oh my God.
$150.
I spent it all on booze, but it was $150. And this was back in the day. This had to have been 1981, 82, Cincinnati, Ohio.
If that's the kind of money I was making,
You're a baller, Jim Rauch.
Yeah.
People were paying you $150 to play your shitty fucking music. We need to get Jim Rauch, Lorne, and Stephen Coates. We need to get them all together and have the worst fucking concert in recorded history. They could all play Thought Crimes. Hope Taft knew what she was doing when she was walking around. What was she like under subpoena? Like, who's that? Like that mob guy who they were looking at, but he acted like he was crazy all the time and was walking around in pajamas all the time.
I can see what's going on.
I
should have brought a piano. Sing us a pretty song there, Rauch.
I don't care. Just take
Matty
it.
Nash on the drums. Yeah, hell yeah.
All right.
Go to sleep, Jim. You're drunk, Jim. Go ahead, nod off. That's right, Jim. Vincent the Chin Gigante. Yeah, that's right. That's who it was. No shame at all. Get a close up on him. On that mustache. You know you're a fucking creep when you have a mustache like that. I'm not a fan of this guy, man. such a piece of shit. I wish he made it to the Sting house. He's acting like he's very inconvenienced. I really don't like your attitude, Jim. What's up, Socks? Hey, best friend. Round 2 is right. She went to go see what the holdup was simply because he had enough of the drive. Yeah, right, exactly. Let's see. Paul was in some bad Dio cover band. Oh, what was that guy's name? Yeah, I know who you're talking about. That Paul Castagna. I can't pronounce his name, but I know who you're talking about. Cheyenne was the best friend in Alicia Silverstone's character in the first Clue, or the movie The Crush. So Jim Rauch was coming to see her too. Poor Cheyenne, she had the worst luck. Poor Cheyenne. No wonder Cheyenne was so sad. She had to see this guy's dick. Seems like he's about to fall asleep, but he can't because he wakes up to the realization that he's fucked and then shakes it off. Maybe if I go back to sleep, everything will be okay. I've done that before. Never in this type of situation, but sometimes you just sleep away your problems. That's advice. That's advice for all the kids out there. If you sleep long enough, all your problems just magically go away. Things will be a lot better now he lost his job. Go to sleep, Jim. You had a long day of driving. You were in that car for about 3 hours, passing the church 17 times. Had a long day of drunk driving ahead of you, or behind you. Jim knew that all too well. He sure did, CTP. I bet Jim fancies himself as a Don Draper type. He probably does, punk. Now cover your eyes, Cheyenne. Log off. Don't look at his wee-wee. Yes, please, Cheyenne. Cheyenne, run from the computer. What's up, Rammy? Sleep is good because there's that 1 to 2 second window when your brain is waking you to forget about your problems. Those 2 seconds are golden. They really are. Oh, I love that snooze.
You all right?
I'm sleeping.
Sleeping?
No.
We're gonna be
I'm just fucking drunk.
a few minutes. He's getting your citation filled out and everything, and then we'll get you transported.
Damn,
over
Catherine,
to
did
the
you have to
jail.
wake him up to
Okay.
Am I spending the night in jail?
You probably will. Yeah. All right. You hang tight, and we'll be back to check on you.
So he thinks worst case scenario is spending 1 night in jail. You can sleep your problems away, but not your criminal charges. That's exactly right, Brienne. It's hilarious when you see that long shot and see how close the camera and tripod are to his face. Yeah, I know. They're like right in his grill. Chad is part of Cincinnati criminal justice program. That's what he does. He is rude, best friend. This is just going to give his ex-wife ammunition. Like she needs anything else. It's never a good thing when they say hang tight. Yeah. Anytime, you know what, Nicholas, that's so true. Anytime you hear somebody say hang tight, you know like something bad is about to happen. Which predator would you be most horrified to wake up to? Louis Condrat. That would be a bad one to wake up to for sure. Chef Ramsay, what's going on, Chef Ramsay? Waking up in Lauren's trailer is what nightmares are made of. Hambubger. Oh, that's a great choice, Brienne. That's what I would say too. Hambubgers or Westerbeck. Like you'd think you were in like some like sent away to some magical land of leprechauns. Although it'd be kind of cool, like if you woke up next to Westerbeck, you'd think you were like a giant in the land of leprechauns. So that would be kind of cool. McFetrich, yeah. J-Mac. I don't think I'd want to wake up next to any of these motherfuckers. Stanley, especially now, huh, Roscoe? If you're waking up next to Stanley, there's going to be some heat there. He'd still be wearing all denim in bed, probably. Am I spending the night in jail? He sure is. He sure is, Donna. Westerbeck would have trouble getting in. Yeah, you'd have to give him a boost. Does he know any bloods that can confirm he isn't a pedo? No, I think they all vouched for Lorne. I don't think they had time for Mr. Rauch. For Gentleman Jim Rauch. April says Lorne would be the worst one to wake up next to. Wake up next to Eugene Daly. He'd be touching you, holding you, feeling you. Didn't realize how much your question would make my skin crawl. Yeah, I think Hamburger's got to be my choice. Chuck Harding, that's a good choice too, Brienne. Yeah, there's not really a right answer. I think any way you look at it, it's bad. Stephen Coates, imagine waking up and hearing like him crooning you, awake. Donald Morrison's a good one too. But what about fucking Gosling? Yeah, have that creep like. Gosling would be one of those fucking creeps that'd be staring at you while you're sleeping. You wake up. Are you fucking looking at me, Gosling? Yeah. Jim Rauch is a triple OG. He didn't give a shit about nodding off. No, I don't know, Ramy. I think he's just so fucking drunk he couldn't help himself. Do we really need that up the nostril shot? Pull back, please. For the love of God, pull back. He's dreaming of swingers clubs he could have went to, yeah. Oh, what could have been, Molly? What could have been? Frosted hair, pedos. Sleep crimes. Not Gosling, yeah, no. Gosling would be like that guy watching you. Always watching. Don Cheech. Don Cheech is... I think Don Cheech is funny, man. He's got the funniest body ever. He is the definition of egg-shaped. He looks like a weeble. The camera right in his face. Yeah, I know. They're just sticking it right in his face. How about waking up to Stanley and Downhauer? That would be horrifying. Downhauer, that wouldn't be too terrifying. He does, Brienne. He needs to wipe his nose. Are you willing to do the crime? Don Cheech might roll on top of you, suffocate you in your sleep. Yeah, he's a very odd-shaped man. That reminds me of the story Nick Bagler told about his friend who had a creepy guy text her, "Good morning, beautiful," while he pretended to sleep on her floor. Ooh, my God, that is fucking creepy. Is that how the lyrics go, HC? I honestly listened to I can't listen to it more than the first 15 seconds of that song. Wake up next to Jeff Stacy shaving you down there. What's wrong with that? It's just talking. Yeah, Don Cheech rolled up in a rolled is the operative word there. Warwrecker and a German Shepherd. Or wait a minute, what's his face? Not Warwrecker, but Wunderler. Wunderler and a German Shepherd. I don't have the song, CTP. You know, that cocksucker has taken the song. You cannot find that song on YouTube anymore. I can't find that song on YouTube anymore. Anytime somebody puts it up, he takes their channel down. What's up, NWA? This guy looks like he's the most dangerous pedos because he looks like a grandpa type that kids would be drawn to. Drawn to in a grandfather, you can sit on Uncle Jim's lap. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Skeptic. I can't, CTP. I don't have it. Every time I make that threat, it's just an empty threat. I've given away my secret. Every time I'm whoring for likes and threatening to play thought crimes, I don't have it. I don't have it. Or do I? Can I record my own cover? Maybe I should have Lorne Puppet sing Thought Crimes. Don Cheech? Is that because of Cheech and Chong? No, there was a guy called Don Cheech. I mean, that was his screen name. I forgot what his real name is. Peter something. I forgot what his fucking name was. You missed the Lorne Puppet, Molly? The Lorne Puppets caused me a world of hurt, Molly. You don't know how much a week I spent on Bia. Did you make the Lorne Puppet, Cloud? I did. I got a couple Lorne Puppet videos on my channel. Well, I didn't make it. I bought the Lorne Puppet and I customized him. Don Cheech was a mob boss? No, he wasn't. Was he? I mean, like the real Don Cheech, or you can find Thought Crimes on Steven's website. Yeah, well, I didn't want to find it. I wasn't that keen on finding it, CTP. I can't, Rammy. Man, even Lorne Puppet is selfish as the real one. Not as selfish, Molly, but he's close. Don Cheech ran the Palumbo crime family. Yeah, I had Bia. Yeah, Don Cheech sleeps with the fishes. I like to wake up to the guy who brought his son so I could fight him. Oh, you ain't kidding about that, Brienne. What a piece of shit that guy is. My neighbor has a habit of stopping by my apartment and then texting other girls using speech to text so I can hear what he texts them while he's in my apartment. Oh, that's fucking creepy. Hearing thought crimes would be the cleanest, best pleasure. It's the worst. It's the dirtiest, foulest. Not even pleasure. I don't even know what to call it. How long can Rauch cut those Z's? Oh. Wakey, wakey. You got some jail time to do. I wonder why they had to do this close up. I don't know. Yeah, they really didn't need to. He's so his face is so meaty. You got so much meat on your face, Jim Rauch. You need to do that looks maxing. What was that mewing? Jim Rauch is in serious need of fucking mewing. How long does he sleep for? I don't know. I don't know. It's like a few minutes, really. It seems like forever, though, doesn't it? Jim could play Thought Crime on the keyboard. Yeah, he could. He could. I'd love to hear it. I can't believe that guy that had his kid had to go live with his family because his mom took that creep back. Oh, I know, right, punk? Shame on her for that. Tiffany, you rule. Tiffany does rule. Gotta hand it to him for not drooling in his sleep. Well, I think if he would have been out any longer, he would have been drooling, April. Good, and you? Is Jim on the screen? I don't see him. I see glasses and some white hair. Yeah, I know. They really did not do him any favors with this close-up. Those calls are cool. His face does match the wall. I wonder if he planned that. I don't think so, Nicholas. I don't think they met. I know Lorne talks about Michael Patterson and Lurch and D-Mac a little bit, J-Mac, but I don't think he mentions Gentleman Jim. My lord. Well, not my lord. Pence's lord. Can we just please turn off the cameras and kill him? I'm down with that. Oh, you found it. God damn you, CTP. There you go. Everybody can
Hey
listen up.
Jim, we got one other housekeeping issue.
Yeah, we got one housekeeping issue, Jim. It seems that you jacked off all over everything. You can get some Windex and some paper towels.
Now, when you came in, you had a cell phone?
Mm-hmm.
My grandson just learned to pump off. Did Lauren and D-Mac ever cross? They did, NWA. They did. Lauren talks about that. I think Lauren had to like push D-Mac around in the wheelchair a little bit.
What else did you have with you?
My billfold, my keys, my money.
Okay, did you have...
Thought crime, written evidence.
what are those things called?
There's Catherine, yeah.
Trio or Blackberry or...
Trio was my phone.
Okay. We would like to take a look at that.
Fine.
Would you give me consent to do so?
Let's see that Clawbah phone. Jim Rauch borrowed with your
So
trio.
that'd be property. And you got consent to complete search of property.
This is the point where, like, when you're really fucking drunk and you're starting to come down. This is what happens. Like, Jim Rauch is just spent right now. That, like, the alcohol is starting to completely leave his system, and now he's just getting super fucking tired. He needs another shot right now.
Located at...
Punk band.
It was on your person,
Punky, is that all those the lyrics to Thought Crime? Oh my goodness.
right?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, my grandson. That's the pedo equivalent of MJ and LeBron together. It sure is.
Okay, and it's a trio?
Trio, Treo.
He's got to have a 58-inch waist at least.
And you had a
right?
cell phone in addition to that?
No.
Or it's
Jim's product placement, mate. You want to have a trio now, and you want to sign up for the master's degree at the University of Cincinnati Criminal Justice. Jim is just like plugging all this stuff. Plug away, Jim Rauch.
all
That's-
one
That's
thing?
my phone.
Okay. And is there anything else that I would
can have
use to
so I can say
describe it?
I have the
No,
same phone as
no.
Jim Rauch.
Trio. Okay.
You will impress all your friends by saying
I
that.
grant this consent to...
What the hell is a trio?
just
It's
is
like an old, like I guess it was a cool phone in like 2007.
All my addresses and all my people. And
Gives Leonard Cohen a run for his money. Sure does. What's up, Kane? That's not him. It's just not. It's not. Did you have a trio, Roscoe? Is that what you used to call help when you were on the treadmill? Something like a BlackBerry.
The date is
Okay. One of the earliest smartphones.
April.
How was Jim affording like one of those old like one of the new smartphones? All that he had way too much internet access. Look at his hair.
The time and see if it's on this
Oh, he's so
phone.
fucking drunk. He's coming down though, man.
Such luck.
It's all coming down.
what the day?
The time.
BlackBerry was
Yeah.
the shit in
I
2009.
know.
At the time.
I never had one.
Watched Died Today is actually.
Jim is so done
We
with
have the
life.
time.
I'm done with Jim, Molly.
We have the time.
The
150.
trio was so ugly. Well, it matched
No
Jim.
wonder I'm tired.
Yeah. Let's see, it's 150.
I mean, he just had dinner at like Jim Rauch is one of those motherfuckers who has dinner. He's like 90 years old. He had dinner at like 4:30. It's like 1 a.m. now.
AM. Okay, let's go over this and make sure it reads correctly. I hereby consent to complete search of the property located on my person and more particularly described as Treo, Treo. I grant this consent to Agent Catherine Reed, known to me to be an agent of the Office of the Attorney General, and to such other officers deemed necessary to assist. I know that I have a right to refuse to consent, and I voluntarily give up that right.
Oh, 10 more
I know
minutes
that
of
the
shit,
agent does not have a search warrant. I have not been threatened or coerced in any way, nor have I been promised any favor or benefit.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
I have
There's
read this consent
Zoom
form,
again.
or it has been read to me, and I understand it. The date is April 13th, 2007, and this time is 1:50
It
a.m.
doesn't even understand. 1:50 a.m., man. This is way past. This is what time Jim Rauch is usually getting up. To quote unquote water the petunias. I never had a BlackBerry either. I was really behind on smartphones. I was too. I had a Nokia. I thought my Nokia was the shit. The other shot that excites me is
Okay.
the black and white grainy image of Lawrence
All
Truck
right,
approaching
and he's
that
working
sting
on the
house.
citation. He's almost done with it, I promise. We're going to get you out of here soon enough. Okay?
Whatever happens, happens.
All right, thanks.
Finally, you got starting to improve your attitude. That must be the soberness kicking in. Go back to sleep, you cocksucker. Oh, now I think reality's fucking hitting Jim Rauch now. He's throwing off those glasses. And those glasses made a lot of noise when he hit that table.
Hey, Jim,
Yes.
can we get the number on that, the cell number for that?
I don't really know.
You don't, you don't know your cell number?
No, I really don't. I'm trying to think of.
Well, I'll give you a minute to
He
think.
barely knows where he's at, Catherine.
It's on the phone. If you could, if
Jim
you
Rauch
get
has
the,
a jitterbug.
the phone, I really seriously don't know what it is. I never
What do you
used it
think
as
Jim
I
Rauch
never
had for
tell
dinner
her.
that day?
Yeah.
Call that number.
Steak dinner at the Texas Roadhouse. That's probably a safe bet, April. But it was like that senior special.
Is there anything else that identifies it as such?
It's Verizon.
That doesn't help, Jim Rauch.
It sends directly from my 831 number, from my home number. Kind of wish I knew what it was.
What do you mean it sends
Call
directly
forwarding. We
from
get
your
it, Jim
831
Rauch.
number?
I have my 831.
Forwarded
My
to
home
it?
always forward to it. I never use my
A
landline.
TV dinner. That's probably exactly what he had, Shin. A TV dinner and a couple, maybe 4 or 5 vodka tonics. I don't think they breathalyzed him in case his lawyer tried to get the charges of the sting dropped for an OU. Yeah, maybe not, Nicholas.
Okay.
I want to plug. Yeah, Shin is going to be on with Andrew. They're going to be doing some Lorne talk in a couple days. Was it Tuesday, Shin? I'm really interested in hearing what you guys have to say about our Lorne and Savior. I really enjoy those, like the videos from the legal aspect. John Paul Fay, what's up, John Paul? A devastating despair hits him now. He's figured he'd be getting a ticket, a slap on the wrist, a court date. Yeah, it is. It's a combination of reality hitting him and like him sobering up, I think, is what's happening right now. I think he's finally coming around.
I just don't know what the number is. It's been so long since I've done it.
Okay, so you're 513
831
831
9425.
9425
Forwards to that number, whatever it is.
forwards.
And I really, seriously,
And nobody called that number because it's not Jim Rauch. Just to let you know.
it's on the phone.
Not that I would do
if
that.
Somebody bring the phone here, actually.
Or have done
You
that.
can get it. It's right there. It tells you.
Okay.
It's Verizon. You can put it in
Verizon.
Not that I've ever called and say, I'm coming from the bridge.
Cell service.
Jim was loopy as shit. Yeah, I know. Trying to find his precious
there.
princess.
$68.75 a month. It's a joke.
Your jokes just aren't as funny as they used to be, Jim Rauch.
I'm sorry, I don't know the number. I really don't.
Okay.
I don't even know what it starts with. I really don't have anything.
Catherine wasn't
that
even
starts
giving
with.
him the courtesy
Did you
laugh.
get it in Cincinnati? The
Yeah,
service
yeah.
come out of Cincinnati?
Yeah, it's over in Beachmont.
So it's a
What happened to his sparkling
513.
personality?
Yeah,
Area
I just don't know
The
what the next
alcohol.
numbers are. I'd be guessing.
It's like the
I'd really
fucking,
be guessing.
this ain't the price.
So-
This ain't the Price is Right, Jim. You don't win anything by guessing your own fucking phone number. What do you think you're gonna get? You're gonna get exonerated? Like you think this is fucking Plinko or something?
When you use it, you just give people your
Yeah, you
landline
use
number
Skepta.
Yeah,
and
and
they.
it forwards to my phone.
Okay.
That's like I said, that's the reason why I don't know.
All right. All right. Well, I'll see if that's enough information. If not, we may have to back up and punt.
No, I hope not.
Thank you.
Getting tired.
Tired and cranky. I'm getting tired too, Jim Rauch. Catherine, no, he isn't best friend. Or she isn't. I'm right with you, Jim Rauch. I'm getting tired too. Lauren could be Uncle Junior, track down a juror and intimidate him. That's how close he would get. Yeah, hell yeah. PER, hell yeah. Salisbury steak is the chef talk for burnt steak with too much nasty gravy, at least in my experience. Yeah. Well, Jim Rauch is going to be having a lot of that where he's going. The belly is epic. The passive aggressive, I'm getting tired. Yeah, it's basically once you run along, hurry up and get me out of here, sweetie. Using old man terms. Why don't you go ahead and write up that citation there, Toots? Jim looks bored, like they're wasting his time. Well, they are wasting his time. His very valuable time. He could be on the internet right now showing his dick to people. And now he's wasting his time with this nonsense. He had an early day of showing his dick to random people on Chatterbait. Prison food is mostly TV. I don't know, April. Never been. I can imagine it's probably a step below. Clawbah, do you have any personal stories of creeps you've encountered? No, not really. I don't. I mean, no, not really. I've been lucky. I mean, not like you talk about like creeps like this, or I mean, I think everybody's like dealt with some fucking creeps in their life, but no, not nothing like nothing really springs to mind. No. Lauren ate decent food in prison, based on the letter. I'm gonna have to go through those letters. I don't remember what he said. Well, any kind of creep. Yeah, I mean, just like when I was a kid, there was a guy who used to ride around the neighborhood. I mean, I don't even know if he was a creep, but he always used to. I think there was just something wrong with him. He used to ride around the neighborhood and like, he had like this like. He always wore like a big fucking winter's coat, even in summer. And maybe I guess he was a fucking creep. He used to hang around like the fucking park and always wear a big ass winter coat and had this like big ass hat and like a weird eye patch. And like he had like half a beard. And when I say half a beard, I mean like the left side of his face had like hair on it and the right side didn't. But not because there was something wrong, just because I guess that was his style. He was a fucking weirdo. And like, I was so creative when I was like 10, what was it, 10 or 11 or something like that. Like me and my friends nicknamed him Psycho Crazy Man. That's how creative we were. I remember going on Yahoo Chat one time when I was a kid and exactly how Jim described it. Yeah, I was never really on Yahoo Chat. I'd love a separate show focusing on these guys in prison. I would love to see that too. Jim Rauch should be thrown in a pit, no food. What's my real name? I don't have a real name. He could have been with two swingers last night. I just walked out. I'm reporting you to Yahoo. See, a basketball coach at a basketball camp I went to in middle school was arrested a couple years afterwards having sex with a student. Oh, that's fucking shitty, Gordon. Fuck that guy, Chef Ramsay. What's up, Blind Earth? When Kramer got kicked in the head by Crazy Joe Davola, and only shaved half of his face. What is that from? Blind Earth. Is that a Kramer as in Seinfeld? Five more minutes of this dickhead. I wish he would. I bet he thinks he wishes he had chose those two swingers now. He probably does. Probably wishes he didn't walk out now. Lauren reminds me of less lovable Kramer. I always thought Lauren reminded me of an unlovable, like, Homer Simpson or Peter Griffin. See, a pancake dish layered with lobster, caviar, and truffles. Finished with Dom Perignon, rose, and holiday sauce. See, there's a severely autistic guy who rides around on a bike in my neighborhood who used to approach me when I'd walk home from school asking if I had a boyfriend. He always freaked me out because he tried to, what? Expose. Ooh, oh, shit. I don't think the guy that I'm talking about, like, he didn't ever try to do anything, and I don't think there was that. I think he was just a weird guy. I don't think he had any kind of, like, legitimate, like, he was just a fucking weird guy. I don't think he had any kind of mental disability. Maybe he did. I don't know. I didn't really talk to him. What's up, Saeed? You don't have a name? Do you, by any chance, have a family member by the name of Ryan? Oh, you mean Brian? You mean Gosling? Yeah. Thank God, no. I will admit that I do have frosty tips. I saw that look on Brian Gosling, and I'm like, I got it. I took it to Fantastic Sam's, and I'm like, you know what? Give me the Gosling. Oh, thank you, John. Luckily, I've never been groped, but I've been followed. Yeah, that's creepy enough. Grabbed at. That's creepy enough, Brienne. Clobber time Gosling. That's what they call me. I think the rest of this is just Jim Rauch is sitting here all drunk like. I don't know if this is the video doing this or if this is like if I'm having an issue. I don't think it's me. I'll have to watch this again. See if. No, because the counter is moving fine. I don't know. Jim pouting for 5 minutes. Yeah, it's just him sitting drunkenly. CT, do you have to stare at the ceiling when you do your Brian Gosling impression? It helps. It helps, Shin. Yeah. Frosted Tips are totes, boss. Kids love it. It's so extreme. Extreme! Harold and Kumar. The worst story I have is a teacher I had in 3rd grade who I once played one-on-one basketball with at my YMCA had child porn on his high school computer, and the sister is a friend of mine. Oh my God, that's horrible. Yeah, fuck guys like that, punk pansy. That's terrible. What a piece of shit. He got fired. He should have got fucking arrested. Should have got fucking stoned. I wish they still did that. They should have got the creep catchers on motherfuckers like that. I got your chat low. You doing? Fool, I got your check low. Nothing shows your interest in a woman more than following her home. Happened to me as well. Yeah, it's a creepy fucking thing to do. Lauren used to teach kids basketball. Did he really, Nicholas? They don't even want his money at St. Jude's. I know, they turned it down. You're done, bud. I got your chat log. Yeah, I think the rest of this is just meaty ass drunken Jim Rauch just nodding off to Never Never Land. Go to sleep, Jim Rauch. Lauren was going to be the next MJ if he would have kept playing basketball instead of babysitting. Yeah, he would have had to have grown a whole foot. Lauren and Jim Rauch should get drunk together. They probably would. Yeah, this is it. Okay, we're done. We're done. Oh my God, thank baby Jesus, I'm done with Jim Rauch. I don't ever have to fucking listen to Jim Rauch's dumbass again. Ugh, cancel. All right, everybody. Thank the Lord, we are done with Jim fucking Rauch. I've had it with him. I've had it with you, Jim Rauch. Let's see, Brienne. I think it happens to a lot of girls and women. I think it does too, Timothy. Unfortunately, is it true that St. Jude wouldn't take Lauren's donation though? That's what I heard, April. I heard it is true. Yeah. I heard somebody talked to St. Jude and told them where that money was coming from. But I don't know. I no, Lauren never donated to St. Jude. He admitted later he lied. Did he really? Okay, I don't remember that. Let's see. I'm usually alone, so it happens a lot. Never when I'm with any man. Oh, of course not, Brienne. They're too much of fucking cowards to do it when there's a man around. Even though I'm sure, Brienne, you could probably kick that guy's ass. Many Jim Rauch live streams in the future. No, I am done. I'm done, CTP. But you can always go subscribe to Mr. Pence. He's always doing some Jim Rauch stuff. And I think him and Tiffany are going to be doing the something Jim Rauch related. I don't know what. See, he admitted in a call when he got the job that he never tried to donate. Oh, he admitted to Emma. Okay, I didn't know that. Yeah. MJ, wait a minute. MJ isn't even that good of a basketball player. Lauren is just waiting to get noticed at his schoolyard pickup games. MJ is not. Don't say that to me, man. MJ. You don't say that to somebody from Chicago. Thinking about it now, I had a lot of experiences with creeps when I was a kid. Yeah, unfortunately, a lot of people have. I think a lot of people. It's sad. A lot of people had, and a lot of people probably suppressed it. So a lot of people probably have and just don't even remember it. Lauren broke many ankles in the day. You think Lauren was quick, huh? See, when my mom was in high school, she was on the diving team, and one of the coaches, oh my God, Punk Pansy raped another girl in the diving team, and when she reported him to the school just told him he couldn't work in the district for 2 years. What the fuck? Oh, that's horrible. Oh, no, I'm done. I am done, Shin. I am done with this motherfucker. I am done with Jim Rauch. Unless I do his chat log or something. I already did his fucking phone call. I've just somehow completed this police interrogation. I am done with Jim Rauch. See, Lauren owes the world for polluting it with its presence. Yeah, he sure does. Okay, good night, Shin. Good luck on that job interview on Monday. This was a reference to Lauren saying country singers. Oh, okay. Oh, you're from Chicago too, Blind Earth? Nice. So yeah, you know, you can't say anything bad about Michael Jordan in Chicago. Let's see. When the one neighbor who gave off really strong pedo vibes just started asking me really sketchy questions in the elevator, where do you go to school? What the fuck was that? Yeah, exactly. Bunny Cha-Cha, howdy doody. Man, that's awful, Punk Pansy. See, worst part was he got rehired and was coaching when I went to school, and tons of girls report him getting handsy, but school wouldn't fire him. That's fucking horrible. TTT, what's going on, TTT? Too late, just got up. Yeah, well, I'm gonna keep it up though, TTT. I always keep my streams up. So yeah, it'll stay up. You see, a lot of parents, including my mom, protested him being rehired, but the school did nothing. That's fucked up, man. How are the Chicago Bulls doing these days? Not very well, CTP. It's you can't even watch them really. It's like watching a junior high team, actually. Call me Ev. Okay, I'm sorry, Ev. Let's see. You lived in Oak Park and Matson. Oh, I know exactly where I know where both of those places are. Oak Park's on the north side. Matson's the south suburbs. Hell yeah. If MJ approached making it in basketball, he would have spent his nights playing the basketball to ass game in his local bar, hoping an agent would happen to see him. Yeah, exactly. He'd be playing like Papa Shot. That's how Lauren figured he'd get famous as a fucking as a basketball star. Bulls should sign Lauren. I would buy tickets to a Bulls game if they signed Lauren Armstrong, if I'm being real about it. All right, everybody. I am about to hop on off of here. It was good to talk to you guys again. Try to be on at some point this week, but I don't know with my job, but I'll definitely be on next Sunday. We'll have a one last Sunday with Quad before I go on hiatus. So, okay, bye. Don't go, Precious. Yeah, I have to go. Kayla. Okay, all right, everybody. Good night. I will talk to all of you really, really soon. And I am out. Goodbye, my precious princesses.